Welcome to the Word for 2021. Today we're in Numbers chapter 2. In this chapter, God is arranging the camp. Now, as you read through this chapter, you're going to be reading how many are in each of the tribes. There are 12 tribes of Israel. And in verse 32, there is a total number. A census has been given. And here there are 603,550 men, not counting women and children, in the camp. Because of this verse, that's where we get the idea that there are between 2 and 3 million people in the camp of Israel. You might think, what a chaotic situation, that many people. But God is a God of order and not of chaos. And so God has arranged the camp. In the very center is the tabernacle. And then the 12 tribes were to place their camps, their tents, all around the tabernacle. On the north, south, east, and west sides, God is arranging where those tribes would be. Now, of the 12 tribes, God called out 4 main head tribes, and they were to have their banners, their standards, their flags there before each of those 4 sides. On the east side is the tribe of Judah. On the west side is the tribe of Ephraim. They are the head tribes. And then on the north and south side is Dan and Reuben. So no matter where you are in the camp, you will always know which direction is north, south, east, and west simply by looking for the standard, the banner, or that flag of those 4 head tribes. Also, as you look at the camp and you see how God ordered the tribes, you'll see the numbers of how many are in each one of those 4 areas. The largest number is the tribe of Judah. The smallest is the tribe of Ephraim. And then Reuben and Dan, they have about the same. If you were to have a bird's eye view, you would see that the camp is laid out like a cross. Is this coincidence? This is providence. God is giving them a picture of what He has in mind from the very beginning. God has set everything in order because God is not a God of chaos, but a God of order. So what does that tell us? First, it says because God is a God of order, that nothing is out of control, that God is in charge. And not only that, but that He has a plan for your life. God's plans for you are never spur of the moment or last minute, but God has planned in advance what your life is supposed to be all about. God has a purpose and He has a meaning for you because God is a God of order. As you take a look at the camp, God set the tabernacle in the very center. That means that God was to be the center focus of all of their lives. That's not only true here, but in our lives. God should be the center of our lives because when God is at the center, then we have order and God can guide us as He desires. But it has to be a daily conscious decision on our part. Because God is a God of order, He can bring order out of chaos. He can bring direction out of uncertainty, and He can bring confidence out of confusion. But it starts by putting God at the very center. Does it seem as though your life is chaotic right now? Make sure that God is the center of your life. Look to Him, and He can bring order out of your chaos. Thank you for joining the Word for 2021.